Airports are getting smarter by the minute. From self-check-in kiosks to automated security checkpoints, there's less need for airport staff to help passengers with their needs. But is this the way forward? Or will artificial intelligence eventually replace all airport workers? Self-service technology has been slowly introduced into airports over the last few decades. And while it used to be an option for those who wanted to save some time, it's now the only option in many places. The check-in process at the airport used to involve a physical interaction between the passenger and an airline representative. However, airlines have increasingly shifted towards online check-in, allowing passengers to check themselves in and print their own boarding passes at home. This saves the airline money that they would otherwise have to spend on staff to check passengers in. And in many cases, it is also cheaper for the passenger as they don't have to pay for the privilege of checking in online. The next step in this process is the self-service bag drop, where passengers scan their own barcodes and place their bags on the scales before dropping them off. Some airports have taken this one step further and use automated gates, where passengers can scan their own bags with a barcode or QR code and then drop them off, without any staff intervention at all. But what about security? After all, an airport is only as safe as its weakest link. Well, it turns out that the weakest link is actually the passenger. According to a recent report from the Government Accountability Office, the Transportation Security Administration spends over $100 million annually on airport security, and yet 95% of all security threats come from passengers, not airport staff. This is because people are unpredictable and can be influenced by factors such as stress, fatigue, and even caffeine consumption. That is why many airports are now using facial recognition technology to identify potential threats before they board a plane. The system works by scanning a passenger's face and comparing it to a database of known or suspected terrorists. If there is a match, the passenger is flagged and then questioned by security personnel. This technology has already been rolled out in several U.S. airports, including Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, one of the busiest in the world. So what does this mean for airport jobs? Well, it is likely that many of the jobs that we currently have in airports will eventually be replaced by machines. For example, there is no need for a human being to check a bag, and when a machine can do it just as efficiently. And as technology improves, it's likely that more and more tasks will be automated. However, there will still be a need for human beings in airports, albeit in different roles. For example, the security personnel will still need to be there to question suspicious passengers. And there will always be a need for customer service representatives, especially in areas where technology can't replace them, such as the airline industry. In fact, many airports are already using robots to perform a variety of tasks, from cleaning the floor to providing information to passengers. One of the most famous airport robots is the one used at the Singapore Changi Airport, which greets passengers in multiple languages and provides them with information about their flight. The airport is also equipped with a number of other robots, including ones that provide security and even assist passengers with their luggage. In the future, it's likely that we'll see even more robots and other forms of automation in airports. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that airport jobs will be lost. Instead, it means that people will need to learn how to work alongside machines in order to perform their jobs more efficiently. This is already happening in a number of airports around the world, such as the Incheon International Airport in South Korea, which has a number of robots that perform a variety of tasks, including cleaning the floor and providing information to passengers. The key to surviving in this environment is to be adaptable and willing to learn new skills. For example, as more and more tasks become automated, airport workers will need to focus on tasks that require more human input, such as customer service. They'll also need to be able to work alongside robots and other forms of automation in order to perform their jobs more efficiently. So while it's true that smart airports are changing the way we travel, it's not necessarily a bad thing. As long as we're willing to adapt and learn new skills, there will still be plenty of jobs available in the airport industry. What do you think of the future of airports? Will they become reliant on technology, or will human input always be required? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.